I'll say this. Both things.
Ben is getting hold.
Bears got win. Bears won. Chicago owns Boston.
Just this year.
I'm gonna have
just this year.
I'm gonna have. We did pretty good. Except for the last.
Hey,
game.
we gotta play Celtics again. I ain't gonna say.
Well, except for the last game.
Yeah,
I'll say this right.
We gotta play the Patriots again. No. We're gonna play them once.
No. Except for the last game, the Bulls did pretty good against Boston last year. And the one thing that I will say, right? Let's get some order, some decorum.
I mean, we did 2 live calls. We're all over the place.
We did 2 live calls. We're all over the place. Jesus Christ.
Technically, you did 2 live calls. I did color commentary.
Yeah, everybody else just enjoyed it.
Wow, that's not in there.
I literally thought you was gonna be freaking out tonight over there. With that game.
Bro, I thought I was too. And both games, the Bears got to win and the Bulls got to win.
I was surprised.
This is what I'll say. And by the way, welcome in to the the Chicago versus Boston ultimate post-game show. Appreciate you guys tuning in and rocking with us, man. Hit that like button, subscribe to the page. We do talk Chicago sports daily. Chicago sweeps Boston tonight. The Bulls get a win. The Bears get a win. And I'll tell you what, half y'all in the chat didn't think either one was going to happen. So let's break this down. Let's talk about what we saw tonight, man. Let's start off right. Let's start off on the Bulls side.
I mean, let's be honest. We started off the game 39 to 15.
Oh yeah, no.
It was a good reason not
bad.
Hey, they had 12 to our 0, and we were like, okay, we're gonna score eventually.
Yeah,
and then it was like 4 to 19, like,
basically, right?
Yeah, okay.
But no, I mean, what did you guys see in this Bulls game start? You know, as outside of the first quarter that was awful, that you really think put you in a position to end up getting the dub in this game?
What you got, Steph?
I mean, I think it was defense. I mean, you pretty much said. I mean, we was looking at the game. I mean, for the most part, like at the beginning of the game, after the first quarter, we was like, hey, they're hitting shots, but hands are in the face. So when they kept doing that, I made the point like, hey, maybe they should kind of take it inside, because after that, I think they showed the graphic that they were 1 for 10, and they just never did that. And to the Bulls' credit, the switches tonight were immaculate. And look, that bench unit. Say what you want to say, and I'll say this: Gordon Dragic. I hated when he did it against Miami, because we should have kept him. But that duo of Gordon Dragic, Derrick Jones, and Andre Drummond, they definitely got something, and it showed tonight. I think the Bulls outscored the Celtics bench, if I'm correct,
for sure.
So yeah, I mean, I just think those were the 3 keys, and they kept that up all night, and you kind of saw that the Celtics just couldn't recover.
Yeah. Do want to let you guys know that tonight's post-game show is brought to you by Bird Dog Whiskey. Bird Dog, where the motto is, life is short, so add some flavor. Shout out to the Boston fans in the chat showing love tonight, man. I mean, we had a heck of a game on both sides. What'd y'all see? What'd y'all see tonight?
Our others did more than their others.
Yes, 100%.
Derek White had 5 points.
Yep.
What's the other gentleman's name?
Noah Vonleh.
Malcolm Brogdon really struggled tonight as well.
Brogdon didn't do as hot. What's the other gentleman's name? Williams had 0 points.
Oh, yeah.
0 points.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And he got ejected at that,
Noah
right?
Vonleh.
Grant Williams, yeah. He had 0 points, got ejected. On the tough call, right?
Our others did better. Ayo by himself had more than those 3 players.
Yes.
So our others did more than theirs did. And we had a very good defensive presence.
Yes, sir.
Vooch killed it on the boards. We dominated on the boards, both ends.
Yep.
When was the last time you saw the Bulls pull out 2 people with double-digit rebounds?
60 boards tonight?
And Drummond did 10, and Vooch did 22, 23, 24.
23.
23?
Yeah.
Was the last time we saw that?
We haven't
100%,
seen it in a while. Right? And I talked about this kind of when the Chicago Bulls or when I was doing Locked On Bulls with John Corrales from Locked On Celtics. Make sure to tune out their show, man. He does a great show. I talked about this. I said the one thing that the Bulls can take advantage of is that Andre Drummond can be a really big player for guys. He can play down low. He can get you those boards. Vooch can play down low. He can get you those boards. But the biggest question mark is going to be the guard play of the Chicago Bulls, especially off the bench. We haven't seen the scoring from them. Alex Caruso came out tonight, showed you it doesn't matter. I'm going to play. I'm going to take on the best player. I'm going to show out.
My presence felt.
Because
the stat line doesn't show.
Stat line doesn't show what Alex actually did.
What are those? Intangibles.
Intangibles.
Listen, you got to get a shirt made.
That's a shirt. That's a shirt. By the way, for those of you guys who ordered Breeze Bulls shirts, those are on the way. I got the prints coming here. I'm ready to make them and stuff like that. So, yeah, all of that. So the shirts are coming your way is what I'm saying there.
Also, all the things that we got beat on last year when we played them, we handled. We handled points in the paint.
Yes.
We handled rebounding. We always got killed on. I think it was 3 things that we always talked about: points in the paint, rebounding, and the corner 3.
J Mark's like untangibles question mark. Hey, bro, you had to be there.
You had to be there.
You had to be there.
We improved on those 3 things, and it turned the game around. And guess what? We showed resiliency.
Yeah.
It could have been easily a blowout game throughout.
Yeah, we
could have mailed it in.
Yeah.
Really could have.
Yeah.
We didn't.
And the Bulls bench showed, I mean, that's the part where you start to see them kind of work their way back, right? And this is where I want to give Billy Donovan credit. I know whenever the Bulls are struggling, right? And I saw it at the beginning of the chat, right? Billy Donovan don't know how to coach. He's not coaching the defense well. The Bulls aren't playing good. That's not the case, right? Sometimes teams make shots. Guess what? Jason Tatum's a freaking good player.
They were shooting 88% from 3.
Sometimes teams make shots.
88% from 3 in the first quarter.
Sometimes teams make shots.
12 of them joined.
They lead the league in field goal percentage.
They lead the league in field goal. And guess what?
52% from
and guess what? I'll say they were what was it? It was 11 for 12 or something like that, or 10 for 12 going into the second quarter. I would say 7 of those were contested threes.
Really good contested threes.
Sometimes teams get hot, but it's about what do you do in those moments where, okay, this team is hot. This team is playing well. This team is, doing the things that they're just knocking it down. And it's like, okay, are you contesting? Are you playing up? The averages are going to play out. You saw the Bulls averages play out in this one. I think that's the biggest thing that you really can take away from how this game really turned around.
DJJ, you want to know what he did?
DJJ give you 10 and 10?
Made himself a threat.
Did he give you 10 and 10?
He gave you 10 and 10, but he gave you 10.
What's his average?
Shout out to Derek Jones Jr.
That's for some odd reason. That's your guy.
That's
that's your guy.
That's my guy.
But he made himself a threat.
He's a solid.
He made himself a threat. He has some nice.
He's a solid
in the game. That's the difference. I'm not sitting there and bringing his name up to like kill him again. We've already had that moment. But that's his presence and what he did on the floor is the difference between him and P. Will.
He made the best use of his time.
Made the best use of his time.
That's efficient. That's efficient. And I properly use that word. That's efficient.
I would hope you know what that word is, brother. No, I look at those moments, right? Especially with like when you get DJJ in or you get Javonte Green in and you get Alex Caruso in, it's like, hey,
Green
bro,
didn't even have.
You gotta stop doing that crack, bro.
Green didn't have the best game.
No, but you know what? You knew he was there. You knew he was there defensively. You knew that he was there on the offensive side. He was able to knock down a couple of threes, right? And it's just what do you do in those moments where you're called upon? It doesn't have to be a ton of time. And that's why the Bulls were able to come away with this win. You had guys that were called upon in those moments, and they stepped up.
But I also think something that's going unsaid, like Javonte Green worked on that corner 3.
Thank you.
Javonte Green worked on that corner 3 this year. Like
that corner 3, yes, he did.
I like him, Alex Caruso, like those are the guys that are gonna be able to take the Bulls to further heights. Now, honestly, again, I hate to keep bringing his name up. I don't think that's gonna be P. Will. I think at some point during the season you're gonna see Dalen Terry get those minutes just because of like.
I'll be honest. I
hope so.
You'll probably continue to see him start for one reason. Oh, okay, all right, we're coming through full volume.
You want to know why you're gonna see him start?
No, you'll continue to see because he's 6'7" and he's not light.
Because
that's the only reason.
Still a good defensive presence.
He's still a good defensive presence. And here's the thing, right? Like
they counted deflection, shots, shots adjusted.
Yeah.
He would be up there.
He's still a good defensive presence. At the end of the day, he's not. We want at the number 4.
I'm going to slow you down at the very least.
But the one thing that we know that doesn't work, and this is what I like about Billy Donovan. I know there's a lot of people that are like, you got to go start Javonte Green. He's giving you more start days.
Some people are just
size matter. We watched that.
Some people are better off the bench.
No, I'm fine with that. But here's the thing: we watched that not work. Like you just don't have the team for you to just completely move off of a guy like Patrick Williams right now because. You don't have anybody else to put in at the power forward position. You don't believe in Marko Simonovic clearly at all.
I don't know what's going on with that.
You like Billy hates him. I don't know what it is. Billy hates him.
At this point, you got to be sure. I don't think he's doing whatever he's doing in practice is not.
Man, he got to be getting cooked in practice. Like
it's not working.
maybe what's happening in practice is Patrick Williams is just killing him in practice, and he's like, "Well, I know you ain't got it."
I'm gonna be honest with you. Some players play better than they practice. Some players are just gamers. They really just are.
Yeah, but
I don't know if that's Marco or not.
Hey, but we also seen Marco get put out there, and you just be like,
I don't know if that's Marco or not.
He's not getting dunked on as much. That's a step in the right direction. But no, but what I will say is that, right, like I think tonight you look at this Bulls team to me, and you say, I feel good about the presence that the bench was able to have moving forward.
For sure.
And I'll say this is the one thing that I need Bulls fans prepare for. By the way, I see your super chat, Gary. We'll get to it in a second. There's going to be at least 6 games, I believe, 5 more games like you saw versus Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
And I know people don't want to hear that, but I hate to tell y'all this. NBA players get tired.
Yeah.
On second of back-to-backs, 3 games in 4 nights, sometimes you get tired. And the Bulls schedule speaks to that. But the thing that I love is what we saw tonight. And again, going back to Billy Donovan's coaching, how Billy coached this team. Players were able to get more rest.
Mm-hmm.
Players were able to sit on the bench longer.
Mm-hmm.
Andre Drummond comes in, he gives you solid production. Goran Dragic comes in, he gives you solid production. Right? Like,
and if you are a Dalen Terry fan or any of the other
Dalen Terry's gonna get ticked this season.
He's going to be in that small
Billy
forward.
Donovan does develop young talent.
He's going to
he's great at it. No, he's great.
He's good at developing young talent.
Hey, that's the one reason why I'm looking at Pat and I'm like,
so
you're telling me year 1 to year 2, Io took this crazy leap? Come on,
he's gonna be in that small forward at some point.
Oh, the Chicago Bears Twitter account with the win D City. Look at that.
I love how corny that was, but
hey, D, welcome to the show, bro. Glad to hear you talking at all in the post game. Hey, D, what you see in the Bulls game? Also, maybe try to slide into the camera a little bit.
Hold on, where am I? This is my moment. This is my camera right here. Okay, look.
There's only one camera, AD. You
How's it
got
going?
that kind of budget.
How's it going, guys? I'm right here.
Anthony's just cooking.
I'm right here. Look, so what I seen is we cleared out Boston for the day. What I want to say there.
This man.
And no, too, real talk though. I know we gonna let's have some patience with P. Will. Let me say that coming out the game.
Oh God.
Two.
That's over.
2.
It's not. We don't have a choice.
Zach is warming up.
Got a choice.
Zach is warming up.
Yeah.
So he's coming. So that's cool. You'll start to see more offensive load come that way as well. And Io is a dog. We knew that, but pay attention. Keep paying attention.
I don't think we knew. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think we knew it to this point. You know what I mean? Like Io's taking a step
off the dribble,
like that. Yeah, it's not a step. It's a leap. Like Io's game has improved.
We're 4 games now.
4 games in.
4 games.
2 games he's played well. 2 games he's played mid.
But given his role,
yes. The adjustment to the professional basketball
here's the thing,
league
and this is the thing that I said that would come up at some point, right? Like Io DeSumo to me, I said that he would take a jump.
He's gonna make
that it would make you ask the question: will Lonzo be your starting point guard when he gets back?
I don't think it's a question, to be honest with you.
No, and we got good problems. We got good problems.
That's a good problem.
Right? You know what I'm saying?
Lonzo
like,
never had the chance to jail.
Good problem.
But no, I'm with you. But here's the thing, right? Like I love when Muzz is just like we got this young point guard. You don't want to stop him from developing. We got 2. I know Lonzo been here for a while, but he's 24. like I know Lonzo been here for a while, but Lonzo is also a young point guard and that also can show out and play well.
And this is where the business of basketball kicks in, because we're actually, they don't know this, but we have a team on the screen right now. There's a kid on this team right now who totally replaced a player who's doing well in his other team. But Anthony replaced CJ.
Yeah, but he's the same dude.
Same dude.
Yeah.
But he has a little more. His ceiling is higher. His ceiling is definitely higher.
Taller.
He's taller. His ceiling is higher. He shoots from 3 better.
But there's a big difference between CJ McCollum and
Anthony
Zola.
Simons is 6'2", ain't
CJ ain't tall, bro.
CJ is 6'2".
I thought Anthony Simons was 6'5".
Anthony Simons is not that tall.
Bro, he's 6'5".
I know I'm not.
Hold on.
Okay, maybe.
Put some money on it right now. I'm just playing. We don't bet.
Put it on live.
Don't do that.
We're not giving out a
Anthony Simons is 6'3".
He just knocked down 3 threes back.
Why does he? Okay,
Yeah, but no, it's not.
So he's a different dog.
But this situation, right? Like CJ's 32. You went younger instead of like you might be getting the same production, right? But you went younger.
So what I'm looking at right here though is the aggressiveness he brings to this particular team.
Yeah.
CJ 6'3"
is a little different than what CJ. CJ is more of a finesse player.
No, but Chauncey Billups.
No, but
let's get Chauncey Billups.
No, but I think this is my point in that, right? Like that's a different situation. CJ's 30 something.
True.
Anthony Simon
you
is
gotta
20,
move on from one of them.
23. Yeah, you got to make a
move on
decision.
from one of them.
Both of our point guards, and it's not a bad situation to be in. Both of our point guards are 24.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Ayo Dosunmu was actually no, I think he's 23.
You have to.
He's older.
You want to know why you have to stick with Ayo?
Because it's working right now,
and he's working.
But
it fits.
Honestly, a question over who starts
I
is
think
going to be next year's problem.
Well,
no, it's not.
It'll be.
It will.
It's going to be the problem.
No,
we're going to ease Zoe back in.
No, it'll be this year's problem because Zoe's making $20 million a year, and you have to pay Ayo. And Ayo's a free agent next year.
The only reason
Zoe's a free agent next year.
Zoe's on a 4-year contract. Yes,
he's a
second round pick.
He's right about that.
Zoe's on a 4-year.
4? Okay.
I was listening to.
Well, we're gonna take some of that Sox money.
Shout out to the Richard Sherman.
Because they ain't spending it.
We're gonna take some of that Sox money.
Shout out.
Hey, Zach Levine liked the Jerry Reinsdorf as an effing idiot tweet the other day, and I was dying because
why
people brought it to his attention, and it's still up there. It's still in the likes, baby.
I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna let it go.
People's Twitter likes. That's only for the group chat.
Hey, bro. No. You stop liking everything on Twitter, sir.
Supplementing her income.
Something's getting supplemented. But
I deleted Twitter because of AD.
I think this is the question.
I had to clear my feed because
this is the question that I'll ask y'all on the Bulls, and then we'll switch over to the Bears because we did cover both teams tonight. The thing that I want to ask y'all, right, is when you look at this Bulls team, do you feel like early on in the season continuity is the right move?
Yeah.
AK talked about continuity all off season.
Yes.
AK talked about continuity coming into the season right now.
Yes.
He said P. Will was going to take a step. Ayo has taken what looks like to be a step, right? Do you feel like that continuity was the right move coming into the season over going after a splash player or a knee-jerk trade?
Yeah.
I mean, it looks like it. I mean, and just to go back to your previous point real quick, you're absolutely right when you say that, in the middle of the season when Lonzo does come back, it's going to be a problem because Richardson, because somebody brought this up about the Dallas Cowboys, and Richard Sherman said this: the only reason why Zeke is still getting looks over Tony Pollard is because Zeke is getting paid more.
Zeke is getting paid.
So you have to showcase him.
Zeke is getting paid.
They're going
to eating as well, though. Yeah, he's playing better.
They're going not that much better than Pollard, but they're going to have to showcase him. But continuity looks like the right move because at the end of the day, Ayo to me is just basically building off of what he did in them 40 games.
100%. He knows. He looks like he knows what the NBA is like this season. Because I'm gonna be real with you. The one thing I would say, oh, I got your phone, or you look it up.
I got you.
Point guard stat lines tonight, and point guard stat lines this season
across this.
Ayo, no, just not everybody, just the people Ayo's guarded. Ayo's defense. His offense has been on display, and so we focus more on that.
His defense is wild.
His defense has been like, hey, yo, is he really going to be one of the best defenders in the NBA again?
All of this kind of boils down to the backbone of your coach. Is your coach going to value winning more than he values just putting people out there because they're getting a check? Because there's nothing you can tell me that Lonzo's done, and this doesn't mean that Lonzo's a bad player. But to see where Ayo was going, that you'll say, oh, he's a clear lock over Ayo. There's nothing there. And that's okay. This is basketball. We know that. We see it. It's cool. I think the best thing here, though, because this is all early. We don't know what's going to happen. Ayo can hit another wall. He can have a nice little stretch where he ain't doing nothing. And all of a sudden, it's like, all right, bring the vet back in, right?
Yeah.
at the end of the day, my God, he's cooking.
Simons is cooking.
God, he's cooking right now.
And it's off of every Dame pass.
He's like, yeah, you take them shots now. The biggest thing here is how is this going to translate to us making a long or a nice playoff run, because our window with this team is only so long.
I don't think so.
Our window.
No, that's a fact.
No, I don't think so.
Not our window with Zach. Our window with DeMar. You got to think about it. When DeMar's contract comes up, because he was on a 3-year.
He's gonna be 35, right?
No matter what if he's still performing the way he's performing, we ain't got the money to pay him.
What you mean?
A
2-year contract? You had the money for that.
26.
Because at that point you go into 2-year deals. You're not going to 4-year deals anymore. That's just how the NBA is.
It's like be 2 year, even 100 million.
Listen, even
because that's where the market is going.
LeBron James didn't get $100 million.
I mean,
Chris Paul didn't get $100 million for 2 years.
I don't think LeBron got to take 100 million.
90, 80 something.
2 years, I think 80 something. But it was a player option year 2. He get most of his money year 1.
Money's going up.
The money's going up. So you would have money for him for a 2-year deal. You wouldn't have money for him for a 4-year deal.
All I'm saying is, did you do it though?
I mean, if he's still cooking, if he's still playing well, yeah.
With Vooch right now,
they already planned on working out a deal with Vooch. I don't know what happened with that, right? I think they probably came to the table with a number, and Vooch was like a little low.
Yeah. So right now, all I'm saying is the window for us is small.
Yeah.
And something's gonna have to shake. So right now, how does this all translate to us making this nice little run? And then how do we shape up now against all these tough teams that we had a tough time beating last season? Because we have one of the toughest schedules in the season.
Well, I'll be honest with you, right? The 2 teams you lost to this season, one you lost to Cleveland, who was a team that really wasn't that tough for you last season. I think
cooking right now.
I think we swept them last season.
Cleveland is so slept on.
But we lost to who's sleeping?
They ain't sleeping on
who's sleeping on them? But no, we lost. We beat Miami. Who?
He just don't like Donovan Mitchell.
You was like
Mitchell's shot
when they get to the playoffs because you don't think
Cleveland's
Donovan
a top
Mitchell
5 team in the Eastern
because
Conference.
you don't think Donovan Mitchell is.
No, I
said Cleveland's a top 5 team. I said the trade is dumb.
Nah, he was talking about the Donovan Mitchell.
I said the trade is dumb because Donovan Mitchell's gonna give you the same as Colin Sexton. By the way, who's cooking in Utah right now? Stop playing with me.
That's Denver. Okay, I was about to say, well, they playing.
Denver's looked bad this season.
Oh, Denver's
been looking bad this season, which is wild. But no, I think the thing is right. Like for me with
I'm like Anthony, I do think
for me with this Bulls team, and then I do want to get into the Bears, man. I got to break down the Bears. Plus, I got to go do Locked On NBA or Locked On Bulls after this. So
let's speed it up and cut it short. We want to get some time.
I got to. Here's my thing with this Bulls team. When it comes to competing against the top teams, right? You're gonna lose to Cleveland. You're gonna lose to Washington every now and then, right? Like it just happens. But you've come into the season, and the biggest rumor that last season, the biggest factuality that's crazy. He got 22 points in the third quarter. That's crazy.
10, bro.
The biggest thing that was
the
biggest thing that was the knock against the Bulls last season has been dispelled in the first 4 games.
Facts.
They can't beat above 500 teams.
And we did.
I expect Miami to be above 500 at some point.
And Boston.
Boston hasn't lost a step.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think Miami takes the lead. I think Miami.
I think they just stay the same.
That's a play-in.
I think they stay the same. I don't know about that.
I think
playing team is the Knicks.
You want to know what they ain't got? And you say it all the time. What does a championship team need if they ain't got a championship team? If they don't got a superstar, they need at least what?
Yeah, but the thing
they need 2 stars.
No,
they ain't even got that.
No, you need a.
Hey, Tyler Hero has upped his points per game.
Tyler Hero was an Instagram star.
But bro, why
and it's only because of his chick, who is banging, by the way. If he's still with him,
he's worked on his game. He's improved. He's improved this.
Yeah, he pulling different women there.
He actually.
It's a good bar right there, though.
The timing,
it's crazy. Hey, at this point,
Everything was on point.
you know what we gotta do? Just move it to the Bears.
Move it to the Bears.
Move it to the Bears.
Hey, man, before we do get into the Bears, man, we do want to let you guys know today's episode is brought to you by Bird Dog Whiskey. Bird Dog Whiskey has been pioneering the flavored whiskey game since 2010, and they are still trailblazing the game right now. Me and Kid, I mean, we just cracked open the 7-year. The 7-year was real smooth.
I like that.
So tune in with that, and of course we love the peach. Right, and me and Kid have been watching. Me and the squad. Forget Kid. Me and the squad. Well, not forget Kid. He a part of the squad. But everybody in this mug have been personally enjoying the peach, the 7-year, all of that while watching both Chicago teams get dubs over Boston. So show some love there. So, I mean, listen, we want you guys to be able to do the same, man. Check the link in the description below. We want to hear from you guys how the flavors are. What's your favorite flavor? I love the apple. Me and Kid enjoyed the black cherry, I think, last week on the Commanders game. The peach is great. I mean, Bird Dog's really killing the game, man. And their motto right now, life is short. So add some flavor. So check out Bird Dog. Check the link in the description below.
I need you all to understand. Supporting and using this link supports the channel. There's plenty of you all who watch every day, every live. We just say, hey, listen, we know not everyone super chats. We appreciate all those who come through. But if you support the sponsors, they support us. So please go ahead and check that out. The 100%. Link will also be posted in the Discord as well. Please go check that out as well. Moving into the Bears, though.
Moving into the Bears, bro. Let's talk a little Bears football in this mug, bro.
Bears.
Hey, bro.
Got a dub.
The Bears got a dub against a Patriots team that a lot of people thought the defense was going to eat up Justin Fields. The defense was going to eat up this Bears running game because of why?
I mean, technically that 4 fumbles.
Yeah, that was the rain. No, the rain ain't Justin Fields up.
Yeah. Bill's defense.
I mean, Bill's defense, right? Like,
because he just got, because the reason why I feel like that and everybody else gonna feel like that, they just got done shutting down Nick Chubb.
Just shut down Nick Chubb. Nick Chubb was dominant. Or it has been a dominant back this season, and he got shut down versus the Bills. It tells you, right, any given Sunday or Monday. But here's the one thing that I will say, and here's the question that I'll ask you guys. Am I the only one that's seeing the growth in this team week after week after week after week?
No. This was.
And it's not just because we got the dub this week. I've been saying this for the last 3 weeks, and we lost 2 of them. I am seeing Justin Fields understand I'm the best player on this field. Nobody can keep up with me. How many times did y'all see him beat the spy?
Bro, tonight he proved it, bro.
He was beating the spy consistently.
He proved it.
How many times I got to tell? There's only 3 linebackers in the NFL
that can catch him, and one of them's on your team.
And one of them's on your team.
You got to look at the decisions he's making.
Yeah.
I mean, even in this game, he still has some moments where he had the ball too long. I was vocal
for sure.
But look at the decisions he's making. Look at his presence within a pocket. His pocket presence looks better. He's actually trying to stay in the pocket before he runs. We saw that. Sometimes I feel like he should have run a little bit, but who am I? I don't play football, right? But he stayed in the pocket, looked down, tried to go through his reads, then took off. I mean, he's still the leading rusher on the team.
Bro, it's just gonna happen. I can't. Like,
you don't gotta explain it back.
This is the thing. It's really nothing. He just be getting chills sometimes, but it's funny to say.
We gonna move on
because nobody else knows anything. It's just like that pill be beating your ass.
It's a cold winter. That's all it is. It's a cold winter, brother.
I do want to acknowledge the super chat. Gary sent a super chat. I don't want to dismiss it. Bet for P Kid and Pat. Whoever plays better first, Bayless or Pat. Talk about Pat Williams. The other has to buy a jersey.
Well, Bayless is not even on the field.
He'll be out there eventually.
Pat at least gets on the court for 13 minutes. So
I'll take Pat.
I'm not taking. I'm not taking that bet. I just bought a jersey. I just bought a jersey because I'm not going with Bayless at all. Like,
oh man,
is he even a Bear?
So who would you go with?
Is he seriously? Is he a Bear?
Yeah, he's still a Bear.
Did you see him?
Nah, he was out there.
Where?
He got out there on the left when they put Ebner in.
Show me the play.
They were trying to run it.
Oh, he did. He got out there running across when Ebner was in at the end and going into the end zone.
I'm only believing you because somebody else co-signed it.
Yeah,
I don't believe he was out there. It's not you. I'm just saying, like, I don't believe he was out there.
Yeah. He should get more reps in the slot. I've been saying that though.
But no,
do we know he can catch?
Do you?
We don't know. We ain't throwing it to him yet.
He ain't caught the punt. But hey, a catch and a punt are different, except when Jay Cutler, when they turned Devin Hester into a wide receiver, they was just like, we're just gonna throw it up and you catch it the same way.
And but no,
do it. Here's the thing that I'll say, right? To me, in 4 weeks, while Justin Fields, like the numbers aren't going to be crazy, right? But to me, the numbers aren't going to be crazy because your offensive line has played mid, and you lost your starting offensive lineman, which Lucas Patrick. I don't know what's going on with that. We haven't checked out.
He's been injured more times than
I hope he good though.
I hope he. Well, of course, we just paid him to be our starting center, and the Bears' offense looked much better when he was in there at the starting center position. But I mean,
what is with Sam Luster?
To me, he's trash.
Like those fumbles came immediately after.
Hey, bro, it's that's what happens when you play like your namesake. But anyway, the Nolan Cruz can see me on that. But anyway,
he wouldn't make it out.
It would take all 4 of us, but he wouldn't make it out.
Knee. Y'all get the left knee.
No.
You get the right knee.
What? I ain't tussling with that, man.
Really?
It's 4 of us.
Hey, all right. Let's keep it.
Exactly.
Let's keep it.
Hey, listen. I don't know what you thought.
But I think
step on your big toe.
I think the thing is, right, to me, what we've seen from this Bears team in 4 weeks is not only the growth of Justin Fields.
Facts.
Luke Getsy called an amazing game.
Yes, sir.
We've seen the growth of Luke Getsy. We've seen the growth of Matt Eberflus as a coach to me. And I'll say this, right?
Khalil Herbert.
Something we haven't seen in 3 years. How long was Matt here? 3 or 4 years? 3 years.
4.
The Chicago Bears off of a loss on a primetime game that had space in between it to another primetime game. We've seen this a lot.
Active adjustments.
The Chicago Bears adjusted, learned from what they lost in the Commanders game, and took that into a win versus the New England Patriots.
And what did Justin say last week? I'm tired of hearing we almost there. And then he took it to the house.
Hey, but you know what though? Another thing that you didn't even bring up. It was 3 picks tonight.
The defense showed out, and they had to check.
In particular, who though?
The rookies.
Your rookies.
Both of the rookies showed up.
One-handed.
Both one-handed.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's low key.
That's crazy.
When they come out with that, that's a crazy screensaver, crazy wallpaper.
And I'm happy for him. I don't change my take on him. But I'm happy for him.
Well, I'll say this, right? And again, right, the things that we've seen from this team. Now, again,
and I only say that because I know I'm gonna get killed.
And Ryan Poles Ryan Poles spoke today, and he said he didn't regret not going after the receiver room, didn't regret doing more from the offensive line, especially since, and like he said, Braxton Jones has played well this season. Braxton Jones played pretty well today. The one thing that I'll say, though, that again we've seen, and it's something that I think football fans or Bears fans maybe just, when you don't look at the big picture, a lot of times just like they suck, and that's what I'm writing it off as. Kyler Gordon's gotten better every week.
That's true.
Jaquan Brisker's gotten better every week.
That's true too.
Khalil Herbert's gotten better every week. Justin Fields gotten better every week.
Yes, he has.
What was your biggest knock on Matt Nagy?
Development.
Who's gotten better under you?
Yeah, I was going to say that.
You're absolutely right.
That play caller
under you.
Absolutely right. No,
that is something that in your first year as a head coach, you need to be looking at and saying something is working that's working for the players on the field.
The biggest thing I would say for most fans, because and myself included, I mean,
we all fans.
No, but here's the thing. Sometimes I just be talking in the Discord or whatever. But like, we came in here knowing it was a development year.
Yeah.
And what was my main thing? They know, but I'll just say it for those who don't. As long as I see Justin Fields developing, I'm okay with whatever the record is. We could have lost every game in a close game. But if I saw Justin get better every game and I saw our team moving in the right direction, I'll take those close L's.
Yeah.
Because I know we're building towards something better. I just want to see him have the shot to develop, because that's not what we've seen in a very long time. And so right now we see it. He threw for less than 100 yards for like 2-3 games.
No, for sure.
And
first 3.
And I think
now he ain't threw for under 150 yards the last couple.
Yeah.
And he's ran for almost 100 yards in the last couple games.
He
wasn't running at first.
That's who.
right? So now he's getting loose. He's playing. He's now just playing. He's not thinking. He's playing, and I like to see it. He's being who he can be, and so I'm happy with it. Win, lose, or draw, I'm happy with that.
And I think the biggest thing about it too, and I've been saying this for like the last 4 weeks. This is the game that the free agents is like, hey, this kind of nice. Yeah. Like,
no, for sure.
Hey, John, I might show a little leg when we get to free agency right here. This is the game where it's like, hey, okay, I could fill in right there next to Mooney. Oh, or I could be on that. I could be on that O-line, or I see the way the defense is playing. Maybe I could be that third slot corner if I needed to, or somebody on that D line.
Tyreek Hill doesn't go to Miami outside of the money if he doesn't see any type of potential.
Oh no, yeah.
And unfortunately, I hate to say it, Tua. Hey, listen. I was watching Tua the other day.
It looks.
That ball don't look like it should get there, but it's getting there.
It do. I literally just said that. I said maybe it's because he throws it left-handed and it looks so different.
No, it's not that.
It looks bad.
Tell me that
awkward.
Tell me that's not Tua.
It's
it looked bad.
Straight like that.
Dog, he throws like this a lot.
But then, when he was running out of the pocket, it was because he's left-handed. Right, so when he running out of the pocket, he did a check down to Gesicki, and it was like this. Yeah, I was like, what is that?
It shouldn't get there, but it's getting there, and you can't hate on it because the results are there.
Yeah,
there's no way it should. Be a pick,
so at the end of the day, I don't know who the free agents are going to be. I frankly don't care.
Well, receiver wise, you going in the draft. Free agent wise, I need to see a solid $90 million.
But to wrap this up,
Justin Fields next year.
But to wrap this up with a little bow, like you mentioned, we're now a little more attractive than we were.
Yes,
we're not the worst team in the NBA. I say NBA. Go watch NFL. Right? We're not. We look better than the Packers at times. At times, not consistently, but Aaron Rodgers is Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah,
but at times as a unit, we're competing with them at the same record.
Yeah,
that's saying a lot for who we are and where we've been. You know, so that's all.
Yeah, because they ain't scored in like 3 second halves.
We got our first look at N'Keal Harry, and then
why are you stuck on this guy?
Because he's the dimensions.
I'll say this.
You don't mention that man's name more than Will. Almost. What is happening?
No, the thing with N'Keal Harry was a top 5 pick.
Yeah.
When
that they bit when he got drafted
when he came out of Arizona State
2 years ago.
I think it was like 2 years
ago.
3 years ago. That man came out of Arizona State.
They thought he was going to be a star.
They thought he was him.
The Patriot system is a system that's broken. T.O. It's broken. Chad Johnson is broken. Dudes that have talent, but maybe just start sitting. Almost broke Randy Moss. Right? It's dudes that have talent, but they just like, hey, bro, like I'm not sitting here doing the math to figure out how many seconds I need to divide by to figure out how to get in my route.
Man, that's so true. Chad was like, I couldn't figure it out.
And you always hold out hope there. Not granted, right? N'Keal Harry caught one pass, 14 yards. Like, not losing my mind. But you saw him on the field. You saw him make a play.
Catches, huh?
Yeah, I mean,
there was only 14 passes that got completed. Yeah, I mean, like, I'm not losing my mind.
Pass has to get out of here. We're gonna wrap this up.
Nah, hey, listen, I appreciate y'all for tuning in and rocking with us, man. Bears got a dub, Bulls got a dub. That's what it comes down to. Hit that like button, subscribe to the page. We do talk Chicago sports daily on this channel. I'll be live tomorrow reacting to a couple of dubs by our Chicago sports team. We do appreciate you guys for showing love to the channel. As always, man, it's your boy Pat the Designer back at it again. Ayo, Chicago. Y'all stay safe out there, man.